Objective Fan. The Objective Fan.
What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the show. And as always, we got some interesting things to talk about. So, another Knicks coach leaves the organization looking for a new adventure, on to a new destination. We're going to get down to the bottom of what this departure means for the New York Knicks, as well as the Lakers, who broke and made history twice with both of their recent sales and new acquisition, new owners of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the first deal was $10 million. That was the record setting, or $10 billion was the record setting deal. And then the following deal, which is still being worked out, the details are being finalized. The Lakers are now sold for $12 billion. So the Knicks, throughout this process, their value was reassessed. We'll get to that. And Nike looks at the Knicks and talks about the Knicks championship and gives a shocking declaration. And my question of the day, right? You know it's going to be a dicey one. But who should the Knicks trade if the goal is to get another center? And the center market on the free agency is kind of barren. So which players should we move to get a big man? Would it be Deuce or will it be Kolek? And look, we're going to discuss that today on the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. So welcome, y'all. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I do appreciate you guys. All right. And I'm your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey, welcome to the show. I do appreciate you guys and y'all support, but before we do begin the show, we have to address the proper formalities. We have to smash that like button. So as you enter the show, smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. And we're still cooking with hot grease. And by the way, while you're at it, you might as well subscribe, because well over 50% of you guys who watch, you're not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. We're on the road to 10K subs, and each time we do reach new subscribers, we do have special giveaways. And the next milestone, in order to find it, you have to be subscribed. Smash that bell icon so you get all the notifications. But big time salute to everybody in the building. Trying to troubleshoot my soundboard. Keeps acting up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we got to deal with what we got to deal with. Let me look in the chat to see who's in the building. My man, Mellow Mike, what's good? Zach, I see you. JJ, salute to you. OKF Nation. Danny Landis, big time salute to you. Jesse, OKF Nation. Hove the Gamer, OKF Nation. JM3, what's good? Eddie Suarez, I see you in the building. Darlene Bryant, salute to you, Darlene. J-Tap Mob, salute to you. By the way, J-Tap Mob, man, you funny, man. Salute to you, though, J-Tap. You told me that in the chat, because I hooped before I went live today. So that's another part of the reason why I'm late. But the Objective Fan Hoop Series. So J-Tap said my chemistry is minus 10. My team chemistry is by this thing because I was arguing with my teammates today. Yeah, today was pretty insane, pretty crazy, but we had a good time. Salute, salute, salute. But I'm gonna announce. I'm not sure if I'm be back tonight, but for sure tomorrow, NBA Saturdays will be in full effect, and then members only Sundays will be full effect. Of course, we got the Sunday night show that we always do as well. And remember, this week, y'all, the podcast will be pre-recorded. So this week aside, the Knicks will be pre-recorded and it will be dropped for Monday. And at what time? It would be more than likely in the afternoon, you know. But that's the upcoming schedule. And I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm not sure what's happening right now with my soundboard. It just keeps closing. Really weird. Hold on. I got too many windows open. Maybe I need to close some of these windows out. All right. And I got a new phone app. It's kind of not a new app, not a new service. It's the same service. It's just that they updated it and it's kind of annoying. I mean, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. It's just very annoying. And so that's another thing that was troubleshooting me because I was gonna do it later, but the phone app wouldn't start. So I was like, damn, I gotta reinstall it. And then of course we got the show. So I was busy messing with that for like 30 minutes trying to get it right. But doesn't matter. We are here. Yeah, no, that was you, J-Tap. That was you. But anyway, I'm gonna get straight to it. Let me get the research mode, man. I'm not gonna play around too much today. A couple of things I got to address before I even get to the topics, right? The first thing I have to address is I gotta show you guys. Hold on, let me just make sure this window shows correctly. I gotta show you guys where I messed up last night. Because last night I was for some reason, maybe I was tired. I don't know. But I said that we was going to get our rings on a different night, right? And then of course we corrected it later on in the show. But let me tell you the reason why I said that. Because I was reading an article, right? And it had the date January 20th on it. So I'm going to show you what I was reading. And this is what completely threw me off. So this is why I was like, yo, we're going to get our rings on that night. But let me just put it up there so y'all can see it. But yeah, this is what messed me up. For some reason, I saw, forget former, Knicks players set to receive championship rings on January 20th, man. That is wild, ain't it? That is definitely wild. But no, it's not that. It is the player that will, and if you want to know who that is, that's going to be Trey Jemison. So Trey Jemison is NBA champion, which I don't, oh, well, yeah, Toronto, that's right. Ariel went to Philly. Man, we're losing so many damn players, I can't even remember where the hell they went. But yeah, Trey Jemison, that's when he comes to town. That's when we see Trey Jemison, so he'll get his rings on that date. But this is where I got it from, all right? That's what messed me up completely, totally, entirely, was that. Salute. But yeah, no, on opening night against Philly, we will get our rings. By the way, there's something else I want to, let me go back to research. There's something else I want to look at. Because I told you that if this player signs, I said, yo, there's a player that nobody's talking about. Yeah, I remember. I said, nobody's talking about this player. I wonder why. And I'm trying to troubleshoot my soundboard too, y'all. Trying to get the soundboard to stay active because I'm going to need it. You know, guys know how much I love the soundboard, man. Right? But there was a guy I told you guys about. Right? And I said, yo, nobody's talking about his name. Let me go to the LA Clippers. He literally just signed with the LA Clippers on a 2-year deal, and I think they should have it there. All right, let me see. Yep, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal got a 2-year deal, $6 million per, right? And his player option only has $3 million guaranteed. All right, but they can it'll be fully guaranteed if it goes past the 29th of June next summer. So The reason why I'm pulling this up there is because I should have made a bet with y'all. I was saying that I think this brother could go to a team and get 20 points a game. And guess what? Look at their guards. They don't really got guards like that. They got young bulls. You see? Keaton Wagler, he's a rookie, sorry. Kobe Saunders, no. All right. Chris Dunn is defense. Darius Garland, okay, cool. But I think Bradley Beal is going to get a shot here. I mean, Bradley Beal, I know Darius Garland gets buckets, but I think that, and they're going to get Ingram, so, you know, Ingram does get buckets too, but I think Bradley Beal could be the number one option on the low and shock all of us. Could y'all imagine? Could y'all imagine that? But I told y'all so on that as well. Another thing I'm going to get to really quickly. I dropped a video today explaining why, because a lot of us was upset that the Knicks didn't get a lot of fantasy. Didn't get a lot of national TV days. I'm sorry, yeah, my mind is all over the place. You know, but I'm good now. So people were wondering why we didn't get a lot of national TV games. As you can see from this list, we got 34. All right, let me show you. See, that's us right there, NYK. This is Brett Siegel, by the way. All right. Now, there is a lot of games for a lot of teams. Atlanta has 10 games. Boston still has 27 games. That is a mystery to me, but it is what it is. It's Boston, right? Let me see who else. Cleveland has 17. Dallas has 21. Whoa. You talk about Cooper flag power, but I also think Kyrie Irving power too. I think it's must-see TV. Denver has 28 games. Detroit has 19 games. All right? Golden State, 28. I told y'all Golden State was going to be up there. They're just not in the top 4 with us this year. Houston has 21 games with KD. Even the Pacers got 11 games, right? Lakers, of course, 34. Miami, 25. Giannis. All right. Minnesota, 27. Ball. I told you, them boys balling, them boys. They got to get time. Ant-Man and Ball, that's must-see TV. Now, I'm surprised the Pelicans only got 2. That took me for a loop right there. I didn't expect that one. Right? OKC, 30. Okay, so there's a lot of games that are spread around. Portland, 11. I told you they were going to get games. You got Ja Morant and Dame Lillard. So this is the reason why the Knicks can only get 34 games. There's a set amount of games, right? And I explained it in the video. Go watch the video for more on that. I didn't want to take thunder away, but I just want to show you. I actually got the breakdown of all the other teams in their games. And, you know, it's just not enough games. Even though last year we weren't the champions and we got 38 games, this year is just too many teams that have players that are must-watch TV. All right? Try to think if there's any other little quick points I want to get to. Ooh. But by the way, if you want to call up 646-995-8389, let me see if I have anybody in the queue. I ain't gonna lie. I like most of the changes that they instituted with the system, but there's this one change they made that I don't think y'all gonna like. I don't think y'all gonna like it, but we'll see. We'll just have to bear through it. But other than that, you know, I could see like clearly who is in the queue. I kind of like that part. But if you want to call up 646-995-8389, and I'll keep your place in line. And my question of the day is, who should the Knicks move? If we can't get a center in the free agent market, and that means a lot, well, at least to a lot of, I think Drummond is solid. But some of you guys, y'all believe that Drummond is not formidable. So that means that we would have to make a trade. So, which player are you trading? Is it Deuce? Is it Tyler Kohler? That's my question of the day today. All right, I want to touch on the, where we at on time. I want to talk about the valuation in the bread. All right, because y'all know I like the money. I like talking about the money. So, like I said in the intro, the LA Lakers right now shaping the market. It's the biggest sports franchise sale in American sports. Not in the world. I'm not sure about soccer overseas. Those teams are huge, Goliath. But on American soil, not even football teams have sold for over $10 billion yet, because like I said, football is so hard to get into the ownership that no one is selling their teams. So there was a reevaluation of the bread, and we have to, reassess exactly where the New York Knicks are. By the way, hold on. Before I even get to that, continue smashing that like button. I see Maxine, the super producer, just pulled up, sent me a reminder as you enter the show.
Mad Max Productions.
It's a Mad Max production. We got to smash that like button. All right. Continue to smash that like button. We still cooking with hot grease. I'm going to get into this evaluation of the value of the Knicks franchise as opposed to the LA Lakers, who are setting the market right now. So JP Morgan resets the valuation. I'm going to get into that, but smash that like button so we can have a good conversation. All right. And we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. All right. I'm going straight to research mode, y'all. So put this up on the screen. So this is Yahoo Finance. All right. JP Morgan resets Knicks valuation after Lakers deal. All right. Madison Square Garden Sports. Their NYSE is MSGS for all the traders out there, is getting a powerful new valuation signal after JP Morgan estimated the New York Knicks are worth $11.75 billion. Dolan would never sell the Knicks. He would never sell the Knicks. But if he did, he's getting way more than that. Way more than that. Right? I think the valuation is fair, but I think that the LA Lakers right now, they have the world on fire. Just remember, not too long ago, it was the Warriors, right? What was the Warriors? When didn't they sell for like 8 point something? Can't remember what they were sold for. But they were definitely setting the market. All right. Now, the comparison matters because MSG Sports' entire public market value is only about $9.8 billion, even though the company owns both the Knicks and the Rangers. We know that the Knicks and the Rangers are going to split, right? They're going to have their own companies, and Dolan's son will take over the Rangers. MSG Sports is a publicly traded professional sports holding company whose core assets are the Knicks and Rangers, along with development, league teams, and training facility. Its economics are driven by ticket sale, league distributions, sponsorships, suites, merchandise, and local media rights. JP Morgan analyst David Konofsky said the Lakers are the most relevant comp for the Knicks in our view, giving the large DMA, media market, that's what that stands for, the media market, lack of arena ownership, and still significant RSN, regional sport network, fees. He added that the Lakers deal validated the market for marquee NBA franchises. The comparison follows an agreement by Bob Iger and Joshua Kushner, and I think one of these guys got to sell their stake in the Heat for this deal to go down, which is at $12.5 billion. And just a year after Mark Walter took ownership of the company. So this is what it is, man. They this is investor news, finance news, but I'm a Knicks fan, so I want to read up on how the Knicks are doing business wise. But if you guys want to talk about this, we can. I thought it was really interesting to see where the Knicks' value is. I think that the Knicks are the most valuable franchise in the NBA. I think that if the Knicks were to sell, it'll shake the foundation of the market, right? Salute to LA. Them boys out there are a big deal too. But this is New York City, baby. We're the Mecca. So just like that, we go up another couple of $1 billion. And if you are a trader, because you can buy MSG stock, they're a publicly traded corporation. MSG Sports is. So that'll be up to you, even though we know that the Dolan Foundation, that's what I call them, the Dolan Foundation, but the Dolan family controls 70% of it. All right. But I think they own, how does it work? So MSG Sports owns, I think, the New York Knicks LLC or something like that. I can't remember how it works, but it's two companies essentially, right? So MSG Sports owns 100% of the Knicks, but then MSG Sports has, minority stakeholders, so to speak. But yeah, that's the valuation of the franchise. Big money, huge money, and it's crazy. Now I'm gonna get into this coach. All right, continue smashing that like button. We got to talk about our coach, man. What's going on? We continue to pay the championship tax. We talked about the championship tax before. And the championship tax, if you don't know what it is like everybody starts poaching off of your staff. I thought that we were going to keep the coaches, but clearly there's still some jobs available. I don't think there are no head coaching jobs. So the top guys, whether it be Gent or the other guys, like drawing a blank right now, but any of the top coaches that are on the Knicks, more than likely they're not going anywhere, right? But we have other staff members that may be on the contract, they may not be on the contract, and they could be subject to leave. And one thing about the NBA, whether you're under contract or not, it allows for people to get promoted. All right, so Jordan Brink steps away from the Knicks. If you don't know who Jordan Brink is, and I think most of you guys would know who Jordan Brink is, he is the guy who does the challenges, right? Remember we had the best challenge record in the NBA? Salute to Jordan Brink. Well, he's gone, man. We lose him to the Chicago Bulls, all right? And he's a valued member of Mike Brown's coaching staff. Jordan Brink, an assistant who served as the team's director of video services and player development, was hired by the Bulls to be an assistant to Tiago Splitter's staff. Damn, Tiago. I don't know why I put that there. I don't know why I put that there. I just felt like Tiago Splitter just... Anyway, Brink was notably in charge of the Knicks challenges in the past 2 years under both Tibbs and Brown, an area which they were incredibly successful and often had a clear edge against opponents. Now, who are we going to replace him with? Does that matter? Well, now, thank goodness, we have AI refs coming. If you don't know about the AI refs are here. No more out of bounds calls, so we don't got to worry about challenging that. Only the subjective calls, fouls, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Those will continue to be called by the refs. But you won't see another referee out of bounds called ever again. Those days are over. Welcome to the new world, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe losing Brink is not going to be the worst thing worse. But when they call them bad fouls, do you have somebody who's going to be able to catch it in time? Because that's another thing, too, that gave Jordan Brink a lot of value, was his ability to catch it in time. Right? And oh, no, challenge that. So we don't have to worry about out of bounds, but fouls. Y'all know how these refs get. Anyway, Brink was notably in charge of the Knicks challenges, okay? An area they were successful in and often had a clear edge over opponents. It's a significant loss as they'll now need someone else to fill that role. Brown said, Jordan, he's a master at this. So essentially, we lost the master. What are we going to do to replace him? Fans will remember his effect on Game 2 of the finals when Brink instructed Brown to challenge the call late in the fourth quarter of their dramatic 105-104 win over the Spurs at Frost Bank Center. How many of you guys remember that? That was a key moment. Very pivotal moment. Very pivotal moment. But now, brother, salute to him, man. Once a Knick, always a Knick. I know my man J-Tap, like, why did that gotta apply to coordinators? Like, we're applying that to the Water Boys next. But no, at the end of the day, Jordan Brink held an important job. Plus, he was the coach of the Summer League as well. Right? He wasn't the coach this year. This year was somebody else. It escapes me. But he was the Summer League coach. And clearly, you know, guys are looking to advance. The same thing with Patrick Ewing. Like, yes, it was great being a brand ambassador, but I need to get back into coaching. And that's all fair. You know, that's fine. You know, I'm not mad at it. All right. But do y'all remember that? Under Brink's instruction, he challenged OG. Anunoby had been fouled while tipped in the three. After the review, the call was reversed. OG made the 3 free throws, and instead of the Spurs having possession with a chance to take the lead, the successful challenge established the Knicks' lead and halted the Spurs' momentum. Right? He's been doing this now for 2 years in a row. I rely on him totally. Every once in a while, I lose my mind, I get emotional, and try to stick it to the refs, even though I like all of them, but that never works. So I try like heck to follow Jordan's lead, and he was 100%, and it was 100% his call. Salute to Jordan Brink. That was a big moment. I remember that like it was yesterday. Sometimes I just look at the game night. You don't know what the game night is? It's this. I can get it. This is the playoff edition to the 82 nights. So I have all of the moments documented. This is game night. This is how game night. You're interested in knowing what that's about. And of course, we have the New York edition. This is the brand new 26-27 for all Knicks fans. If you are a Knicks fan, go pre-order this. It is going to arrive at your door before the season begins. Matter of fact, I'll put this link in the link tree right now. All right. I put this link tree in the chat. So it's there. I'm gonna pin it so you guys could check it out. But that was a crucial moment, man, in the game. Let me get back to research mode. All right. And so Brink's contract was up, and the Bulls' job represents a promotion. Well, I didn't realize his contract was up. Okay. I missed that detail, but it's cool. Because it didn't even matter. Like, usually, if you're going to get a better job, teams would allow you to talk with another team. That's just how the NBA is. It's all about promotion, right? We're not trying to hold people back from, advancing in life. So salute to Leon Rose and the boys and Mike Brown. One hell of a hire. All right. The Knicks coaching staff is crowded, which is still shocking. And I think that is like the silver lining throughout all of this is that we hadn't lost none of our top guys. O'Connor, Gent, right? Some of the top guys, they still there. And one of them interviewed for a job, but they didn't get it. So I think losing Jordan Brink definitely is a blow, but it could be worse, man. You could lose your top guys. Saint, Gent, right? O'Connor. There it goes. I got it back. But what do you guys think about Jordan Brink, man? Right. We also lost this guy, Carson Shanks. Now, for the life of me, I didn't know who he was. He was the guy that was in the picture when we won the championship. Tall guy. He's a 7 foot. I'm like, who is this guy? Did we have another center that I didn't know about? But here's what it is. Brink wants to become a head coach one day. And of course, brings him closer to that goal. So Jordan Brink, he's out of here. I think that's all. Jordan Brink is out of here. What do you guys think about it? Call me up, 646-9. I didn't mean to go there, but I'll stay here for a second. Why not? I'm going to show you guys the rules. All right. These are the rules. All right. 3 minutes of call. Host says, let's go. And you hear that buzzer. And that's when the call is over. Right. Hard clock. Hard clock. By the way, 646-997. I'm sorry. 646-995-8389. Call up. Call up and voice your opinion, man. We got a lot to talk about today. We got the coach gone. Are you guys concerned about losing these guys, these coaches, and who's next to go? All right. We talked about the Knicks' value, what they are worth. It was reassessed by J.P. Morgan. All right. And a couple of I told you so's. If y'all want to talk about the schedule because you didn't get a chance to talk about it, we could talk about the schedule as well. I explained thoroughly why the Knicks only got 34 national TV games. A lot of us was under the impression we'll get 40 or more. All right. And my question of the day, who are we trading? Are we trading Tyler Kolek? Or are we trading Deuce McBride for a big guy? For Combe Dadier may not be enough. Okay, I got my first call. Hey, Angie.
Hey, Karan, what's going on?
Nothing much. I appreciate you for calling as I could test this new system out. But what's your thoughts?
All right. I wanted to kind of jump in on your first question about, who am I trading if no center is an option? Is that the question?
Okay. That is the question, yes. Between Kolek and Deuce.
Okay. My first option would be Deuce with a caveat, and that would be Deuce, if we have not had any internal discussions that make me feel comfortable, me in terms of roles, that we can definitely create, like you said, that world, that we can extend them. If I don't feel comfortable that there is truly a world that we can extend them in terms of roles and the executives, then I have to, like we've been saying, I have to get rid of Deuce. If there is a world and they feel comfortable with that, then obviously it's going to be Kolek. I think. Well, actually, my next thing would probably be Dadier, even though Dadier don't have much value. But I really love the option you brought up yesterday about Sims.
Oh, you would do that?
Yes, I would do that. Absolutely, I would do that. Dadier for Sims. I know one thing that Sims does. I know one thing that Sims does well. I can't figure out one thing that Dadier does well. other than he's 6'9" and he's 20 years old. So I do know one thing that Sims does well. So yeah, and that's the money matches. Oh, I would do that all day because this is what we need. We do need an athletic center because Cat and Drummond are not good athletic transitional players on the offensive end and getting back on defense, right? They're big guys, and so we do need a young athletic, someone who can run with that second unit, so that's what we need. That's what I think we need as far as that. If we do get a center, we need somebody young and that has very good transitional feet. We don't need no other big. We already got two bigs, traditional bigs as you call it. And so, yeah, that's what I would do. And, I would go with Dadier, and then Kolek would be my last option. In terms of, and I would only trade Kolek if it's a clear upgrade. And so, that's what I would do. And this is what I think is happening, because I've been reading the Charlotte, trade rags down here. I believe Rose is really, really trying to get Diabate. And this is, Charlotte is in the same predicament as we are with Deuce. They like, if we can't extend him, because they have a lot of big contracts. You know, they have the kid from Alabama. They have, you know, the Minnesota guy that just came. They got They got the kid from Duke. They got to pay. So they got they got at least 3-4 people that they know they want to pay, right? So they're in the same predicament. So I think if they feel the same way, they're gonna be like, yeah, let's make that swap. And if I was Rose, I'd rather take a chance on Diabate than I would on Deuce, because to me, Diabate brings a skill set in that bench that we don't have. We already have a bunch of small guards. So, you know, that's what I would do.
Okay. But you're not scared you'll lose Diabate?
Well, I'm in the same boat with Deuce. If I don't feel like I'm not sure about Deuce, all I'm doing is just swapping the same situation. And so my thing is, then I'm going to handle the situation the same way. I might have to flip him in mid-season or whatever. But I think Diabate fits more of a need for us right now, repeating than Deuce does when we have all these guards. You know, so that's just me personally. And he's that young transition. I would love to see him with that second unit, Diabate. You know, he's a dog. I mean, Charlotte loves him down here, and I see why. You know, and Diabate might want to be in New York. You know, that's another thing. He know we want him, so he might be holding his cards like, hey, if I go play for the Knicks, because from what I understand, him and LaMelo and Bridges were close. So now his 2 boys are gone. So, and he knows the money that's already allocated to these other 3 players on Charlotte, they're definitely going to pay. They're in the hierarchy higher than him to get paid. So he's not really showing his cards. He's really kind of like Deuce, like, no, I don't even know if I want to be here. So we might be able to get him.
Okay.
And that's what I've been hearing. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing in Charlotte about Diabate. So don't be surprised if it happens. Don't be surprised if it does happen.
Man, well, I hope I'm not mad at it, but we'll see what happens, Angie. Thank you for the call. Great call.
Okay. All right. You be good. Smash those likes.
Definitely smash those likes. Continue to smash those likes, man. We still cooking with hot grease. Salute to my man Zach. I see you. He says 67 days till game time. That is whoa. Diabate. Only thing I don't like about Diabate is the contract. You know, how does he fit into that fold? Because when you're looking at and then how much money will he command? You know, it's a lot of unknown. Let me see. It's a lot of unknowns there. But I'm with that. Yo, how do y'all feel about that Jericho Sims trade? I talked about that last night. Jericho Sims for Pacome Dadier. Would y'all do that? How about man? What's good, Coach?
Yo, what's good?
Nothing much. I'm curious to see where you want to go, man. You want to talk about the trade?
Yeah.
You want to talk about the coach? Where you want to go?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. You know, you got a lot of people that talk about like, oh, we're a championship organization, we're losing a coach and players. I mean, I kind of said it in the chat earlier. I mean, this happens when championship teams come around, like the value of their assistants and their role players like go up a lot more than they normally would because they were part of a championship culture. And then, you know, their value goes up. So they try to get opportunities for maybe bigger roles and lesser teams. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And like for people that are like the same people that react to this coach going or some other team, some players going, are like, everyone in the world was all like, oh, we lost Bryant. He went to the Cavs. What are we doing? You know, who the hell is Johnny Bryant at this point? He's nobody.
Nobody.
Like, everyone thought that he was going to be the next Mike, Spoelstra or something, man. You know, I just don't. It's just a lot of times, knee-jerk reaction, Knicks fans and all that stuff, you know, and like, and to me, like to rehab, you know, no offense to Angie, I see, you know, what she's saying about Sims and all, but Leon Rose, they're not in the business of rehashing old I'm not saying Sims is garbage, but you know, other people's trash is other people's treasure. Like we're very aware of our direction, and Sims wasn't part of our future plans, and they know that, and that's why they moved on from him. You know, they ain't gonna bring that back again. You know, same thing with, you know, Leon Rose inherited Mitch. You know, he wasn't part of the plans when Brunson and all these guys, like, you know, Deuce was the same thing. You know, this is why we have to, it's easy to hold on to the past and some old players and all, but there's new visions, and, you know, the whole saying Rome wasn't built in a day and all that stuff.
Right, of course.
It's the same thing with this organization. You know, like, what's crazy is, like, day one of the clock for the Knicks current team was that last
10
decision
seconds.
right before the season, 2 seasons ago, when we picked up Cat the last minute.
Right.
That was day one of the Leon Rose plan to build around Brunson. Like, that was the last piece they felt as far as the start lineup and all that stuff. So in second year of that project or plan, we achieved the goal. So, and I know we all as Knicks fans, that after that first year, we were like, man, if this can happen by year 3 or 4, this will be amazing. And it happened in year 2.
That's crazy.
You know, and technically, this iteration with Mike Brown as the coach, it was year 1. You know,
that's even more crazy.
Yeah. So, like, that's why, like, when I see, you know, I saw Han talk about, you know, the Knicks and all this stuff, and a lot of people talk about the next level. Like, there's going to be another level to this that I don't even think we realize. That's why we're so used to, as Knicks fans, like, man, we need more stuff. We need more. Give me more. It ain't good enough. Like, we've never had this problem of, like, actually finishing the job and then building on it. Like, we haven't been good enough to keep all the pieces and run it back. Like, now we do. It's like you can only tinker so much, you know? Yeah. So for me, like, we have to take the personal, you know, we have to take the emotions out of it. Nice. You got to give up value to get value, and if we're not going to use the guys in the back of the rotation like full-time pieces, then we have to get value for them. So we have to get something that we need. So, and if that means we're losing Deuce or Kolick or Pacome or anyone else, then that's just the way it has to be. Yeah, we can't go at each other's throats as Knicks fans over the 9th, 10th, and 11th guy on the rotation. You know, like,
but you know, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah, like, that ain't gonna win us the championship. Like, these are the same people that were, like, complaining they wanted Obi to start instead of Randall, and they want, you know, like, these, like, aluminum foil hat wearing people.
What used to get me was that I want Dante back. I'm like, bro, we got a new coach.
I mean, I love Dante, bro, but that ship's gone, bro. He can't come back.
Gone. 100%, man. But yo, coach, man, great call, man. I appreciate you.
All right, brother. Appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Much love. Okay, fam. Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks, coach. Big time salute. Right. I like coach's answer. Anybody can go. That's the mentality that I had to develop. that started with me when Ewing was traded. When Ewing got traded, I was like, anybody could be at that point, because I was a huge Ewing fan. And so when that last domino fell, it was it for me. Anybody can go because none of y'all better than Ewing. That was always my mentality. And, I'm asking these questions because I'm challenging your Knicks fandom. That's one. And two, the reality of the matter is like, we love players. I'm not against players, right? I'm a player appreciator. But at the end of the day, players come and go. We got to remember that part. So they're here with you today. They're gone tomorrow. And it's a revolving door. That's the nature of the game. That's the nature of the business. So we can't be too attached to players. So I'm picking out players that I feel like people have an attachment to. And I'm challenging that. What are you going to do? So, yeah, if you want to call up 646-995-8389. I hadn't had to call anyone yet. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. But the phone does make a weird noise when you call. I hate it. I don't like it. It just, I can't stand it. But yeah, keep the calls coming. Got my man D from LA in the building. Where we going, family? Man, I feel good, man. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So I got a question about a conversation at least, right? So obviously the current focus is with the core that we have, the goal is to win as much as we can with this core, right? Okay, so a couple of questions. So far, we've seen Leon under Jalen Brunson's contract and the beautiful rewards of Jalen Brunson's contract.
Yes.
This is just a hypothetical, right? Do we believe Leon's success is based on Leon, or how heavily does it rely on Jalen Brunson's contract? And the reason why I ask that is because do we assume even Leon himself can do this again outside of Jalen Brunson?
Ooh. That might be another show question right there, dog.
Right. Because so far, right. That's one, right? And the reason why I'm asking that is because of the other stuff. So, I've already said, Kolik, you could go. If it means us getting better, I don't care. But the other side of that is, what is the timeline of this core? And then when do we believe we should start considering building a youth movement?
Ooh. I think it would have to come after, age. Like you're just aged out. And like Hart starts retire, he retires because he more than likely will be the first one to retire out of all of them, right? Like guys start leaving, and then now you got to replace those guys. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen unless like it's a last dance situation. Like, yo, this is the last dance, yo.
Right.
You got to do it. This is one, or you lose. And I all believe we prefer the last dance scenario over the long.
Right. But do we think approximately from your perspective, what's the prime time frame where all these players are in their prime? Let's say we started the clock 2 years ago or this season. How many years would you say we have left of these players in their championship prime, at least the core?
Man, the way Towns and Brunson plays, I think they could be good up until 36. Even then, like look at Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is the example for Brunson.
Gotcha. So about 4 or 5 years? About that?
Curry's 38 years old, man. Brunson, I don't even think Brunson's 30 yet. Or if he is 30, he's 30. I think Brunson's going to be around.
So we got almost a decade of this core, approximately.
I think Brunson for sure. I think Cat could do it, but we got to see what this money look like.
Right.
But I think Cat could go for long because of the way they play. Like, it's not a lot of wear and tear on the body. Maybe Cat could drive it.
If that's the case, or if that's at least a perspective, yeah, everybody can go, bro. If the time frame is if we believe the time frame is at least 5 years, for now we ain't even got to worry about any young player. for at least the next 3 years.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think it would, like I said, Hart retires. So now you got to get another starter, right? This is it. Like, I'm talking about the best, most optimistic. Like, we're just winning like every year. Like, or even if we don't get the championship, like we right there. You feel me? And you confident enough to come back with the same
type stuff. Right.
Yeah, bingo. That's the perfect example. But like, if they start losing, dog.
I see.
Even our beloved captain may be it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like
that
if they
makes
start,
sense.
I'm talking about like you go from championship, and then now you in the first round, struggling, getting bumped.
Yeah,
it's over.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And yeah. Okay, if that's the perspective, 100%. Yeah, I feel it.
Big time salute.
I feel it. No doubt.
It's my man D from LA. He actually gave me another question. That right there, we're gonna talk about that on another show. That's a powerful question because let me tell you something. I think Sam Presti might be in trouble in an OKC. I know that may sound crazy. The reason why I'm saying that is because, all right, they drafted well. His draft game, he's one of the best drafting GMs. I give him that. You get lucky on the SGA trade because nobody really knew who the hell SGA was unless you was like really in the hoops. You didn't know SGA was going to be that good. But you drafted well, you got hard. But the team was trash. Let's just face it. The Oklahoma City Thunder were trash for many years. They were just a want for many years. In between, especially when the KD and Russell Westbrook and all of that. Now, you drafted Durant when you were trashed, and you got Westbrook, right? And you was able to get hard. Okay, cool. Couldn't get a championship with that team. Had to rebuild. You got the championship with SGA, but will you get another championship? See, that's the mystery to me. Will they be back? I don't know. Got a good team. Definitely got a good team. They definitely got a team that's equipped to get them back to the finals. I don't think they're getting back to the finals. And the costs continue. Hold on, let me just show you something really quickly since we just have a good basketball conversation. Damn, I don't remember the other thing I was supposed to look up. I was supposed to look up something else either. Hold on, let me pull up. Okay, OKC. All right. Now here's the reality that Oklahoma City has to face. All right. So this is 27, 28, 12 players. What's the second apron max? They ever got the second apron max? Hold on. Let me see something. Tax bill. I don't know what happened. All right, let me try to pivot. Hold on, let me try to pivot. Try to pivot out that joint. Out that joint. All right. Let me go here. Let me see if it's gonna be the same. All right, so I see the apron space. Let me go to the next year. Perfect. All right, this is where I need to be. So eventually, let me go to OKC. So eventually, do you see this? So this is where OKC is. And this is where we're going to really see how good of a GM this man Presti is. They're going to test his limit because look, you got one player at 35% of the cap, two other players at 25% of the cap. How are you going to sustain a team? Can you explain that to me? Because the way it's standing right now, you have 12 players and you're a second apron team. So now you got to cut more of these guys. You got to keep cutting and cutting. What about Casey Wallace? Does he walk? I like Casey Wallace. I think he could play. What do you do with him? So you lose him, right? You want to bring everybody back. You got Jalen Williams. Well, maybe you cut him, right? You got Topic. You got McCain. You know, maybe you got to, but they got to continue to cut in order to sustain the team. But even if you cut, you still got to sign another player. So this is the position they're going to have to make some hard decisions in OKC. So I'm only showing this to show like what D is talking about with us in our future. I'm not worried about it because I'm basking on the championship right now. But it's a good damn question. Will Leon Rose be able to do this again? That's going to be a later show topic. That's a fire question. Because Sam Presti, I think, is in that boat. Now what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to change it up. And if the Oklahoma City Thunder get bumped in the second round this year, what happens then? Six 646-995-8389. Call up. Voice your opinion. All right. If you want to talk, we talked about the valuation of the franchises. LA Lakers sold for 12.6. Knicks automatically reassessed by JP Morgan at 11.5. Even though I think we all know that if the Knicks sold, it'll be way more than 12 billion. That's for damn sure. If you want to talk about the schedule, we can. Even though we talked about it last night. Last night's show was fire. If you missed last night's show, you missed out on a masterpiece. Also, continue smashing that like button as well if you just joined. Having a good conversation today. A little businessy. All right. A little businessy, but you know, it is what it is. Gotta talk business, man. A little corporate, but it's all right. You know, we got into the stock exchange and all of that. Salute to my man Sean Can't Stop Key in the building. What's good, OKF Nation? Coach Malpica, was great talking to you. Eddie Suarez, what's up? Kev Beyond the Game, what's up, man? Big time salute. By the way, I saw somebody put Jets play tonight. Thank you for reminding me of that. I got something to watch. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only watching the starters. Like when the bench come on, I'm turning it off. Sorry, I'm not watching a bunch of bench guys who I never heard of before. Definitely not doing it. All right. Okay, we got Coach on the call back. What's good, Coach?
Yeah, no, I put another $5. I put $5, and I wanted to remind everyone and re-talk about, because you brought up a good, thing about the OKC salary thing, and
oh yeah,
I wanted to piggyback on the other day when we were talking about paying, because Cat's money's coming up and Josh's money and all this stuff.
100%.
Like that's something that we. Everyone was talking about, especially our fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone was talking about, oh, look how OKC's doing it. They drafted all these players. Right. And they have the best front office, and they're paying the money, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. And, like, everyone was all, like, drinking that cup of tea about the OKC. They won the chip. And that's how you're supposed to build, and blase. But all of a sudden, they pay three guys almost max salaries. They got $750 million tied into these dudes.
That's a fact.
And you start looking at their roster, and they were a championship roster, and all was good in the hood. And all of a sudden, there's other dudes that got to get paid, and they're dropping like flies. And if you look at their rotation, they haven't. Most of the guys in their rotation, more than half of them, they picked up in free agency or trades now. You think about it.
That's a fact.
Like
McCain, Caruso.
Yeah, McCain, Caruso, iHeart, SGA, technically. Yep. The only real two, AJ Mitchell they picked up.
Mm-hmm.
The only real dudes they draft that are major, are Wallace and, obviously Chet and
the Williams.
Jalen Williams.
Yep.
So... And they're going to have to make decisions. And think about, we're paying guys that, like, the jury's still out on Chet and Jalen Williams.
That's a fact.
If you think about it, look what happened to Chet in the playoffs against Wemby.
Exposed.
Jalen Williams is all of a sudden having these owies and being hurt and stuff. At least the guys we're paying, we already know what we got.
Good
we
point.
know what to expect from these dudes. Like, they've already reached their, potential. At least we know this is the bare, at least the floor of what we can do right now. So now we got guys that, because of the age they're at, we're only going to get better still. We're still that's an underrated thing that is not talked about, the Knicks. Like, we're not really that old.
No.
I mean, yeah, we got dudes in the 29, 30, but that's still 4 or 5 years of prime left.
That's facts.
So we're in a good position, man. I can't complain on how we're building. And like I said, the tough decisions have to be made. I mean, it's one thing to lose like all these other repeat champions or try to be repeat champs. They've lost. I put some stuff in Discord before about all this. They've lost starters the following year. They've lost huge rotation guy, and they still repeated, So it could be done. It's not just like we're still learning how to react to what it's like to be champs. Now we have to learn how to react to repeat as champs. It's all we learn on the job training. I'm not too proud to repeat.
We gotta learn how to repeat.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not too proud. Hey, I've been on this earth for 51 years. Like, I try to adapt, man. I'm learning every day, and I'm not too proud to be like. I got tired of watching the Knicks score only 80 points in a damn game, bro.
Like this is 1992.
Yeah, bro. I mean, boy, ain't no I didn't have no more favorite team than the 94 Knicks and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But man, every damn game was like a pulling teeth.
Right.
I mean, I was awesome. Man. Our defense was so good, but man, you want to talk about someone had to carry it? Like, we were about Brunson scoring so many points. Pat did that every night.
Every night.
Pat, that's why to me it's blasphemy when I hear people talking about that. If anyone ever says the word Pat was overrated, like Pat,
I don't get that.
If you look at the percentage of points that he scored compared to the rest of the team, like, I'm talking about, he was averaging 28 points a game on a team that averaged like 82.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like, we were averaging like 80-something points a game, bro, and this dude was averaging almost 30 and getting 3 or 4 blocks and 12, 13, 14 rebounds. Bro, it's amazing. He played that many games, that many years, and didn't break down till the end.
Exactly.
And like you said,
like, he never played with another All NBA. He didn't have a Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? He never had that.
And I don't mean to sound like an old head, like, oh, y'all don't know how good you got it. I mean, you do got it good, bro. Why do you think? Look how happy Pat was, man. You know what Patrick Ewing would have done if he had just 2 or 3 of these guys?
Oh, man. Could you imagine Jalen Brunson with Patrick Ewing? How many championships?
Oh, my God, man. We would have been the team in the 90s, bro. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
So, 100%. Like you said, like, Patrick Ewing is my favorite player ever. I got Patrick Ewing cards. I got signed, like, picture. Like, he's like he's my GOAT, like, for me. Like, he's my favorite Knick of all time. He's my favorite basketball player of all time. And when he went to the Sonics,
that was sad.
It broke my heart, but I know he was breaking down. He was getting old, but I'm a Knicks fan. I'm like, bye, Pat.
Yeah. We got to ride.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't go. I wasn't a Sonic fan, like the Brownsville
Spurs.
Spurs fan.
Hell no. He was an op after that. Like, that following year, I was like, all right, Allen Houston, Sprewell, LJ. y'all need to step it up. Let's do it. You know, Marcus Camby, I hope you the real deal. You know, I was like,
Right.
I was already moved on from it. Like I wasn't like doing all this Mitch shit. Oh, watch what's gonna happen. Patrick Ewing's gone. We ain't gonna do nothing. I didn't say none of that crap, man.
That's why I'm like, yo, anybody can go. If Walt Clyde Frazier could get traded and Ewing could get traded, anybody.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Just
Will Chamberlain was traded. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was traded. I mean, some crazy people were traded, bro. Like in the, you know.
How do you trade Kareem?
Yeah, like
think about that. Like, you're not getting better. It's a bad trade, bro.
Yeah, and we're sitting there sending hate texts to each other over Mitch and Deuce. I'm sorry. 20 years from now, ain't no one gonna know who the hell Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride are. I'm sorry. They're just not. Knicks fans will know.
Only Knicks fans, but yeah, nobody gonna be talking about, oh man. Right. Good
I mean, you know, I know guys like Herb Williams and Bonner and you know guys like that. You know, I remember all those kind of guys from the old journeyman, the Dudleys,
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks and like Truck Robinson. That's real OG. You know, there's a lot of like, so you know, it's one thing to have your favorites and guys you want to root for, but like we said, we gotta just trust the process. We got a guy that took us to the promised land, and I gotta trust him. So,
100%.
All right, man.
Thank you, Coach. Great callback.
Yeah, man. Much love.
Much love. All right. It's my man, Coach, on the call back. Salute to him. My man D from LA says, I turn this down. I feel like my headphones are too loud. If Chet is not a superstar, OKC is cooked. Yo, you're so right for many reasons, because when you're cutting talent, like the Knicks, right? We got a starting five that we're trying to keep. And so we don't have like all of these players like a Caruso. We don't got a Caruso on our bench making $20 million. Like he would be out of here, right? We got rid of our $20 million guy. That would have been Mitch. So because you have these prize pieces like Hartenstein and Caruso that you want to hold on to, it's going, and then now you got to re-sign guys, right? Because eventually these rookies, they get 4 years in the league, and now you got to pay these guys. But OKC's like, nah, man, we're just going to create a factory farm system, and it just continue rotating. I don't see that being successful, because when you get into the postseason, you need veteran help. And if the Knicks didn't show you that, that's why we were able to win the championship. You need a Jordan Clarkson. You need a Jose Alvarado. You need guys who've been around the block. Whether they even been to the finals, it don't even matter. I'd rather go to the finals with some OGs than young bulls. That's why the Spurs are laughable, man. When I think about San Antonio, man, I just want to laugh. They're laughable. They're not doing nothing. Because they got young guys that need time. And then they got potential issues brewing with Harper and Fox and the coach. We're going to see how that plays out. Just remember, I told you so when it hits the fan. But if you want to keep the calls coming, you can. 646-995-8389. We're talking about Coach Jordan Brink joins the Chicago Bulls as an assistant coach. He leaves the New York Knicks. We talked about the New York Knicks' value. They were reassessed. And according to J.P. Morgan, they are now worth $11.5 billion or $7.5 billion. All right. You want to talk about the national TV schedule? You can. My question of the day is, who would go in the trade, Deuce McBride or Tyler Kohler? Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hi. Good afternoon. My name's Arthur. I'm calling from OKC, but I'm a New York native.
Oh, okay. So you ride it with the Knicks, man. What's going on,
Riding
Arthur?
with the Knicks.
That's what's up.
I didn't think you'd pick up this quickly. Listen, I've posted in a couple of your videos, and I think I posted something here in the live chat. But there's this kid used to play for UNC, went undrafted, and I know he had an Exhibit 10 with Lakers, and currently he was in the Spurs organization playing with the G League and the summer league. Name is RJ Davis.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, he's to me he's showing me that he's a right-handed version of Jalen Brunson, and I would love for the Knicks to sign him. Love it. He's unrestricted free agent. Never played an NBA game at all. So he would come cheap, and I my eyeball test tells me that he could fill both McBride and Kolek's role.
So he went to North Carolina, right?
Right. And he was a star there. He was a star there.
I know exactly. I'm a Duke fan, so yeah, I know him very well. Okay. RJ Davis. Hey, listen, honestly, bro, I'm for it all, bro. Like, there's a lot of talent. This guy, Elijah Jones Garcia, that plays with the Spurs, I think, or one of them Texas teams. This kid is so nice. He is super nice, bro. I wish we could get him, but
the CBA is killing everybody.
Yeah, it's crazy. They got to redo it.
Yeah, well, not till after the 29-30 season.
We got to suffer through it. We got to make it to 20. Got to make it to 29. Yep.
But I also agree with you. I would love to see Sims for Dadier all day, every day.
I think it's a good trade.
I never wanted them to get rid of Sims in the first place.
Right. Oh, well, okay.
Didn't want him
I can see that. But you know what it was? I think they wanted to make space for Ariel. I think that's why they traded.
It's possible, but I really think that his development was held back.
For sure.
And a lot of players' development was held back.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So I just wanted to get that out there. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm Brooklyn born like you, Bed-Stuy.
Oh, salute to Kings County, man. Represent. Yeah. That's fire.
So I'm back and forth because my wife, who passed away, she was an Oklahoma woman. So that's how I wound up out here.
Oh, okay. Salute to that, man. I've actually visited OKC before.
Yeah, I was hoping for a back-to-back in the finals, but
oh man, and you would have got to see the Knicks right there. Oh, that would have been fire.
Yeah, Holmgren's I don't know. He's when it comes to Wembanyama, he's a bum. He just folds up.
You got to step up to the plate. But to be fair, he's been beating. Besides that series, he's been beating up on Wemby and last season period because they lost in the regular season. But like he beat Wemby in the championship game, the under 19 gold medal game. Wemby was giving him the business though, but USA was better. It's a better
he just plays scared to me when you see him against Wembyana.
Yeah.
But and just one more comment, and I don't know if you will agree with this or not, because I get annoyed. I'm old enough. I've been alive for all 3 Knicks championships. God bless. I know this is a lot of people, especially if they haven't been around that long. But to me, Clyde's 36 in Game 7 is greater than Brunson's 45 in a 5 game.
Man. You going there?
I'm going there.
Okay.
I'm going there. So I can't put Brunson on top just yet.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Look out! I'm doing a show. I'm gonna have a panel of some guys. We're gonna talk about it. But is Jalen Brunson the best Knick of all time? We're gonna get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, he may get there, but he's not there yet.
That's respect, man. Hey, man, I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Arthur. I have your name locked in. And big time salute.
All right. Take care now.
Thank you.
You got it.
All right. It's my man, Arthur. Yo, we got Knicks fans everywhere. Like, everywhere. Salute to him, man. Great call level. I like talking to the first time callers. You know what I mean? If you want to keep the calls coming, you can. There's another topic I'm supposed to get to, right? Oh, I want to talk about Nike. So everybody wants a piece of the Knicks. The Knicks with the biggest thing in the world. Salute to my girl Cleo. Don't call me Cleo, call me Champ. I had a nice call with her last night and her son. And he's not a Knicks fan. And I had to give him the business the way I always do. Put him in the trick bag, you know. I turned his injury point around because he said, oh, they were injured. So then I pointed out injuries in another sense. See, like, I don't like to argue like that. Like, when you argue, you got to be consistent across the board, right? You can't change your argument up because you biased. And if you're biased in the debate against me, I'm going to catch shit. I'm going to cook you. So I made sure to flip it and roast it. But the reason why I'm bringing that conversation up is, you know, people, I feel they're not giving the Knicks enough credit for the magic that they were able to create. And the Knicks are on another level. Like, you got to understand this. And I'm going to go back to research mode, right? You got to go back to research mode. Now, the thing about it is this. Here's my article at. The hell? My bad, y'all. Hold on. I got to get this. I don't know where I put it. But Nike pretty much trying to get involved with the Knicks business. Well, they didn't try to get involved. They said something about the Knicks that I think that was something that's pretty valuable. Hold on, let me get it right here. But everybody, you know, is either you're just a hater or you just like, yo, the Knicks is special. But even still, I feel like people are like usually trying to put the Knicks down. Right? They're trying to say, oh, the Knicks are good, but you know, damn, I can't believe I don't got it. This is crazy. I literally just had it here. Guess I'm gonna have to just freestyle and pivot. So basically, Nike was giving the Knicks their props, and they were saying how the Knicks could repeat as champs. Trying to get the actual article, but I don't know where the hell I put it. In the meantime, continue smashing that like button. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found it, y'all. And I did find it. Hold on. Put this on the screen really quickly. All right, back to research mode. All right. It was a Daily Knick article. So even Nike's looking at Leon Rose and Mike Brown for Knicks inspiration, right? So we know that the Knicks is ran by Leon Rose in the coalition or the collaboration, as I like to call it. Nike CEO Elliott Hill told Wall Street in an earnings call this summer that they should see the way his company is building like the process that went into the construction of the title-winning, I like that when they say that, the title-winning New York Knicks. It defied everything sports fans knew for decades. The Knicks have become such a paragon of winning that even the goddess of victory is interested in repeating their success. I thought that was a bar right there. I like the way that was written. And their fans should be basking in every second of this glory. Yes, we are. We the champs. Listen, man. And this is what I was also trying to get. That's why I brought up the conversation with Cleo's son. You know what I mean? Like, they they're not going to allow us to bask in our glory as champions, but we have to continue to let them know every single day that we're the best in the world. And don't be humble. Don't give them any pushback. We are one of the greatest teams in history. This is why I keep saying, just for the haters and the naysayers, I want the Philadelphia 76ers to win 65 games. I want them to be great. So when we cook them and we put them on the goddamn grill, they can't make no excuses. They can't say, oh, the competition. And no, I know they're going to still try to flip it. There's always going to be a flip. Oh, LeBron was old. Embiid was hurt. I already see the built-in excuses, the weak-ass womp excuses they going to come with. I already see it. But at least I want to take away the competition excuse. All right? So anyway, this is what Nike CEO, he sees the Knicks as inspiration. All right? This is why I had to find the article, because I needed to say it in the words that they used, right? Nike is pointing to the Knicks' 6-year turnaround for hope. Even though plenty, if not most of their moves were ridiculed along the way, they worked it out, sending 5 first-round picks on the D train to the Barclays Center. That's a bar right there. That's fire. I like that. That's good writing. To land Mikal Bridges was seen as insane, but it paid off big time. Hold on. Uh-oh. Wow, I just seen some. So the phone app, I ain't gonna lie. The phone app updates is kind of fire, because once I get a call, it takes up the entire screen. So like, y'all can't see it, but I did. I'm like, oh, damn. So no worries. I'm gonna get to that call next. Trading Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to the Timberwolves for Towns was seen as a daring, bold move at the time, right? But these bold moves were the moves that propelled us to a championship. All right. Now, Hill told investors in late June that the Knicks were built over time through setbacks, step forwards, and through relationships, and buying into a system where everyone knows their role, according to Sportico. Adding that Nike was looking to build the same way. And also, Nike CEO thinks that the Knicks have what it takes to repeat as champs. Hill praise of the construction of the Knicks wasn't limited to what they did in 26 either. The CEO made it clear that he was referring the world champions laden with Nike-sponsored athletes, in part because of their potential to run it back atop of the mountain. And we still stand at the mountaintop looking down at OKC and the rest. That's exactly how we're building Nike the right way. So, because the goal is not one championship, it's building a team that can do it again and again. And yo, this may sound crazy to some of y'all, but I think the Knicks could repeat and three-peat. I think we have the capability of doing that, because when you look at the team, we're in our prime. We don't got old players that's aging out, right? You got Jordan Clarkson and Drummond, but they're not key, rotation. Like, they could be replaced. But like the core guys, the guys with multiple year deals or who will sign multiple year deals, these guys got multiple years left at a high level, and we got the best starting 5 in basketball. You see, OKC messed up because they prioritized 3 guys, in my opinion. And like D from LA says, those 3 guys are going to have to be fantastic in order for them to have the success going forward. But we have 5 guys, and we got a bench that is a bunch of valued contracts for the low, or just good valued contracts. So this is what we have at our disposal. And certain pieces like a Drummond or a Clarkson, we can interchange every single year. So that's fire. By the way, continue smashing that like button. Very important to the YouTube algorithm. We got to let them know that we still cooking with hot grease, y'all. So if you hadn't smashed that like button, smash it right now. No problem. It's never too late to alert the algorithm that this is the place to be. All right. We get back to these phone lines. That's crazy. I didn't even know the phone line takes up the whole screen. That's kind of fire. I like it. It's annoying, but it's fine. Now y'all let me know. Does this sound bad? Let me know if this is like annoying. Wait, hold on. It's not making a noise now.
Yo.
Yo, what's good, Johnny? Okay, never mind. No noise. Okay, I like the app. I love the app. What's good, Johnny?
What's going on, cuz? What's the deal?
Hey, nothing much, man. Yo, we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of good topics, man.
Yeah,
Kolek or Deuce, who you want to
do
trade?
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I mean,
I'm saying,
where you want to go?
this is where we going. I'm saying, listen, Deuce, love Deuce, but he's never going to thrive with us. He's never going to be what he wants to be. So you might as well just get rid of him and get a piece for him. Because
Okay.
is he ever gonna be a starter with us? No. Like, you know, he's been coming off the bench for 5 years, and Deuce is becoming injury prone, bro. Every year this man is hurt. And
I mean, good point, solid point.
and it takes him. Deuce ain't a cat that could get right back in form. It takes him a lot of games to get back to 41% shooting from three. Just takes him a long time, man. Like, I mean, it takes him long when he comes back from an injury. And when you look at him, he's been injured every year. He's only 6 feet tall. I mean, his handle ain't the strongest, right? So he can't get to where he needs to go. They need to put Tyler Kolek plug and play this year, man. You gotta get. What are we gonna do with him? It's already his 3rd year here.
That's what I'm saying. You could trade him too.
Deuce and him.
No. I'm saying like you could, instead of trading Deuce, or maybe trade both of them. Get pieces. Yeah.
I believe Deuce I think we need Tyler Kolek, bro. He is a true point guard. Ain't nobody passing the ball like him. It ain't Alvarado and it ain't Deuce. I mean, I just think he's taller than Alvarado. I think they just need to throw him in there, man. Throw him, get him in there. If not, trade him and Deuce. Like, I mean, what are we keeping him for? It's already his 3rd year. You feel me?
But if you had the choice, you would prefer Deuce to be traded.
Oh, yeah, Deuce for sure. Because, I mean, Tyler Kolek, you can tell, give him some minutes, and he's going to be balling. I mean, the nigga could pass his ass off, bro. That white boy can pass. He finds the open man, which Deuce can't do. Deuce can't create for others.
No.
Tyler can do. He can get anywhere on the court. He's done it. I mean, he balled out against San Antonio in the in-season tournament. Like we've seen this cat come out and pull out 9, 10 dimes in just a matter of 15, 20 minutes of play.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it either way, because we need height. As long as we're getting a taller player, I'm good. Because we need height. Too many short guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too many short guys. So I'm taking Tyler. He's the better passer. He's the better ball handler. And I agree with you. My time's up, but I agree with you. That kid from the Spurs, that Dominican kid, Garcia, is bananas. He's bananas. And I don't know why we ain't getting that cat. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Anybody can grab him. He's available. They ain't claiming him. I'm going to get that cat from the Spurs, that kid Garcia. He can do it all.
Listen, I know we got good players. I know we won the championship, but it's like we don't get nice, dude. Like, he nice. Like, we got good players.
Kid is nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nice. Like, we got basketball players. They good. But like, I need somebody nice. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Nasty.
Man. Thank you for the backup on that.
Yeah, he's nasty. I had to hit you on that one because no one's talking about him. No one's talking about him. He's nasty. His handle is crazy. He can set cats up. He can shoot the three. He got a mid-range.
That's it all, bro.
He has it all, dog. And he's young.
He play defense. He does.
And he plays defense. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of cats don't know. Shocker, and I said it here, bro. We ain't gonna miss Mitchell Robinson with Andre. We're not.
Hell no. I keep trying to tell these Mitch fans that every day. They coming for my head on TikTok. I'm like, dude, we gotta stop.
Did you see what Andre looks like right now? He looks like a New Yorker. He don't look like that rusty, raggedy nigga that was in Philly.
Yeah, he's a pro. So
dude,
he's good to go.
Dude, he got the hair trimmed up. He got a lineup. He got the
He ready.
Just for Men on. He
100%.
trimmed down like 20 pounds, bro. He getting ready for
100%.
New York.
100%. Yeah, I don't think he gonna let us down, man. I think he gonna
Nah,
be
he
all
ain't
right.
letting New York down. He got to hear it from the fam in Mount Vernon.
That's he can't. You can't go back home, dog. It's either you ball out or that's it, man. But I appreciate you, Johnny, man.
That's what it
Johnny,
is.
great call and great to hear from you, man. Been a little
All
bit
right,
minute,
brother.
but
Be safe.
good.
Bless, brother. Bless.
No doubt. My brother Johnny right there, you know what I mean? From New York to Miami, holding it down. Yo, you know what I thought? Because I called him back. I don't know what that was because, ooh, you know what? I did make an adjustment. I turned the volume. Because, like, when I was testing the system out, it was like it made a noise when you made a call. It was annoying as hell. Oh, there you go. So why didn't it? Oh, that's weird. But you hear that noise? I hate that noise. Like that noise is like, but when I called him, it didn't make that. That was weird. I don't know why that was. I guess I gotta keep trusting it out. But that noise though, like I'm glad it didn't for him. But yeah, that was wild. That was wild. I'm trying to make sure we ain't get no breaking news. I see the Cavs made a trade. Did y'all see the Cavs trade? The Cavs traded Schroeder to the Hornets for Trey Mann. Hold on. Let me get the article on that. And cash consideration. I forgot to look into that cash consideration stuff too. Hold on. Dennis Schroeder. Yeah, all right. But let me put this on the screen. All right. So they traded him. And I told y'all, yo, man, there's a quest right now for those teams to get under the second apron because you cannot afford to operate above it. Oh, wait. Oh, damn. I just left research mode. No, my turn on my ad blocker. Anyway, Cavaliers trade Dennis Schroeder to the Hornets for Trey Mann. Cleveland Cavaliers agreed to trade Schroeder and cash to Charlotte. All right. And so this is the deal. The deal gives Cleveland added financial flexibility as they navigate their continued offseason activity. So how does this impact our trade for Cultburner? Does it? Because now they get another guard in Schroeder. And what we could do really quickly, we could go to my favorite website, which is Sports Track. And we go to the Charlotte Hornets, and let me change the year to make sure we're in the right year. All right, bet. So Trey Mann makes $8 million. I think Schroeder was getting 13. Or let me pull up Cleveland really quickly. I think Schroeder was getting like 13. No, 14. So they save about $6 million. They get right out of the second apron. Oh, and they signed James Harden too? When did Harden get signed? Hold on, what year am I looking at? I'm in the wrong damn year. That's why. I'm like, hold up. Did Harden get signed? Okay, good. They got it right here. Bet. So this is a better look. So right now, Harden is not signed. Now, I don't know, and I don't think they freed the money up to give it to Harden. Because remember, Harden had a player option for $42 million, and he waived his option. So I don't know if all that money's going to him. I think it's just so they could build a team, right? So they'll get about, depending on, I don't know what Harden's contract is going to be. I mean, that's a mystery. But this trade gives them another $6 million, which gives them $41 million in second apron space. All right. Now, will that entire $41 million go to Harden? I don't know. But how does this impact? This is my question, because we're trying to do a deal with the Hornets and we were trying to give them one of our guards. You know, now they get Trey Mann, who's a point guard. Is Trey Mann the guard they wanted? Maybe they looked at the Knicks guards and say, no, we don't need Deuce McBride. No, we don't need Tyler Kolek. Is that what happened here? You feel me? Is that what happened? I mean, well, not Trey Mann, but Schroeder. They're trading him for Schroeder. So now he's their point guard, right? How many players they got? 17. Kobe White is not a point guard. Christian Anderson's a young bull. But they're going to play probably Kobe White at the 1. I mean, Kobe White could still be the 6th man, but then are they trading Schroeder to be a starter? It's a lot of mystery with this deal, but where does that leave the Knicks, though? Because we want to give them one of our guards for this guy. Right? You feel me? For Kalkbrenner or for Diabate, right? And they got Diabate listed as a power forward. Okay. But what do you guys think? How's he's extension eligible 2.8? 2.7. How does that make sense? I don't understand. Oh, is that? I gotta look into that. I don't understand how that's his window. I mean, I know there is a window, but usually, oh damn, my fault, y'all. Usually for players like that, it doesn't work that way. Usually it's where the hell the window at? Okay, I'll put it over here. Yeah, usually once your window opens, it doesn't closes for smaller contracts. Only like Towns has to sign his deal in the summertime. It's just CBA politics. But I'm trying to understand. Let me see. I gotta look into that. But what do you think? Do you think that this is going to impact our ability to do a deal with the Hornets now? Now that they got a point guard? You know, I know Leon Rose is waiting to do something that's electrifying, but sometimes this is the dangers of winning. I'm sorry, of waiting. Right? You're waiting to get players in. Let's see. Eligible. See what this say. 416. Extension eligible. Write that down. Because I got to wait till February to sign him? When he's a free agent next summer? That don't make sense to me. I'm going to get the insight on that. But Cleveland, like I said, they're trying to free up money. That's why they did the deal. Hold on, really quickly. While we're here, let's look at Denver. 13 players. They still got to sign Lonnie Walker, so they're still $4 million above the second apron. One of these guys is getting traded. Somebody's getting traded. You better believe it. All right? Because there's no way they're going into the second apron. No way. I don't believe it. Now, I know they said they didn't want to trade Cameron Johnson, but you could probably get somebody good for him and free up money. You feel me? Because he didn't really do nothing. The crazy part about it is they had to bring Spencer Jones back, which is a good player, right? But Peyton Watson is he's really that one right now. And they're trying to get some stuff there. And Denver waived a lot of, you see, this is the era of the second apron, man. Now I can't keep my team together, yo. It's crazy stuff. I'm going to take a peek in the live chat, see what you guys talking about. What do you guys think? Kolick or Deuce? Kolick or Deuce? Salute to L Figgy in the building. Who's fake news? What's fake news? What is fake news? What's he talking about? I don't share fake news if you're talking about me. Huh? Figgy said we gonna talk about hypotheticals every day. Yeah, I mean, having basketball talk, that is hypothetical. What we do, you know. But I'm testing the Knicks fandom, Figgy. I have to test it. What's good, Snipes?
What's happening, man?
Tugboat in the building.
What's going on, brother?
Man, you tell me. I mean, you know, we got another coach. He's gone. You know, Jordan Brake out of here.
Good for him. He got a better job, right?
Yeah, he's an assistant coach with the Bulls.
Okay, good for him.
How do you think the Bulls? Do you think the Bulls are legit? Like, because you want to say they're trash, but when you look at their team, it's like, man, they got some hoopers.
I think he just want to work with Caleb. He want to develop him.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, you looking at the Bulls. Are they a 10th seed?
What's
Are they a
their
15th
roster?
seed? I'm gonna pull it up. Let me go to research mode. It's just
Yeah, what's
like
the roster?
I'm,
Because
bro, like,
I think it's a playing team still, right?
but it probably but more. I could see them being, but like the way the East is situated, like I'm having a hard time identifying
But
bad
see,
teams.
everybody keeps identifying the roster under a healthy circumstance. Health is, I always say that, health is wealth. We got to see how the season plays out. You know, I don't wish injury on anybody, but a whole healthy East is not very likely.
Nah,
It's
hell
not very likely. So yeah,
But
when you look at these rosters,
squad,
you also got to take consider. Okay.
Listen to their squad. They got Josh Giddey, Norman Powell, right? Boozella's
nice.
kid, who I like. All right.
Yeah, he's hit him. Both of those are hit or miss.
I like
they
Boozella's.
They have good games. They have good games, but they have really bad games.
All right. They got Jalen Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trey Jones is solid. They got Claxton, Dylan Swan, and Caleb Wilson, dog.
That's a playing team. That's a playing team, bro.
Right, but see how you said playing team, right? But are they a 13th seed, a 14th seed? Possibly, but it's hard.
They not gonna make it to the playoffs. They a playing team, knockout.
I'm not saying that, but like, because somebody got to be 13, 14, and 15. Like, who's gonna be 13? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because even the Bucks got a squad, dog. Like,
let me ask you this: Why are you trying to figure that out? Why are you trying to figure out who's 13, 14? What does that even matter to the season?
Because
not even to the Knicks, to the season.
Because I'm assessing the schedule and I'm like, is this a winnable game? Is this a game you should win? Is this? I feel like on any given night, these boys gonna bring it to your head.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I agree to that. Yep, I agree to that.
You know?
Like they definitely trap game setups.
Right. Like, you go to Milwaukee, right? They got rid of Giannis, but this is who they got. They still got Tyler, but they got Tyler Hero in the trade, Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, all right? Gary Trent Jr., I think he's a little, I don't want to throw no shade, but it is what it is with him. Karis LeVert kind of fell off, but he was a ball player. AJ Green, they put him up there, but I think he's a hack. Braden Burries, I think he's a hack. Braden Burry, but he shoots threes really well. He might be the best three-point shooter in the league. Like, he shoots a really good percentage.
He's like, who's the guy on Phoenix? Other dirty player.
Dylan Brooks.
No, not Dylan. Not Dylan the villain. It's another. He's a shooter. I can't think of his name. Starts with a G. I can't think of his name right now. Yeah. He reminds me of Grayson Allen.
Then they got Braden Burries, who's their rookie, right? Jaime Jaquez Jr., who's no slouch. I like the Ousmane Dieng kid. I like him, but he probably won't get much. Ousmane Dieng. He plays for the Bucks. I think he's like 6'9".
Yeah, he's nice.
Nate Amend, another draft pick from the Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr., who is nice. Yo, let me tell you something.
Nice. Kevin is nice, yo.
On my fantasy team,
this
dude was like carrying my fantasy team, though. What?
Yeah.
I managed to get Kevin Porter. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, Khalil Ware, we already know about him. Ryan Rollins. They got hoopers, though. Like, they got
hoopers.
We're not saying they gonna be top 5 in the East. We're not saying that. But I'm trying to figure out who gonna be 15, 14, 30. It's gonna be some rude awakenings out there, B.
Yeah. They definitely trap team rosters.
Facts.
Trap game rosters, excuse me. Yeah, trap game rosters for sure. But
bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, so like for me, I think, man, it only benefits us. And yo, we might go on one of these Scottie Pippen ball-headed guy runs, man. Like, like we might get in our bag. Like, all right, we got Milwaukee tonight. They gonna come play ball, but they not better than us. Let's show them.
Well, that's what I want to see this season. Now that we're going running it back, are we gonna play with our food this season? Because you remember last season that was kind of the thing. Every now and then we could see that we were playing with our food, playing not playing in the first eight minutes of the game. I want to see if we make that adjustment. And if we make that adjustment, then I agree with you 1,000%. We're making that Michael Jordan run. If we can start playing the first 8 minutes of the game every game, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. The first 8 minutes,
Yeah.
we got a chance.
For sure. No more playing catch up. No more of that. No ketchup, no mustard, no mayo. Let's just go in there and get it done.
I'm with you. How do you feel about the national TV games? We only got 34.
I agree with you 1,000%. I agree with you. All right, so the national game,
right?
Well, we had more national games than the Thunder last year, and the Thunders were champs.
No, it was tied. We all had 38. It was us, Thunder, Lakers, Warriors.
Last season,
we had 38. Us four had 38.
Okay, yeah, but I'm with you as far as I like listening to Clyde. I like listening to Monica McNutt. I like listening to the young man. I like listening to MSG. If I got to pay that extra $1, I'm willing to pay that because that's just it's hard to watch a game with good commentary. You know, a lot of times on ESPN, I got to put it on mute. There's a lot of times I got to put it on mute. Even when we're winning, I got to put it on mute. And I'm just in the Discord.
Remember when the dude said Bruce? It was supposed to be Deuce. He said Bruce, and then the guy had
yeah, disrespecting our boy, man. Disrespecting our boy. Man. But if we're doing Kolick or Deuce, I'm picking Kolick, man. I'm picking Kolick.
I agree.
Because well, the thing is, like you had brought up the other day, you were like, yeah, Deuce, you know, we don't need him to do that in the playoffs. Let's say his roles was reduced. No pun intended. But what is his role? If it isn't just catch and shoot, what is his role? Is he a great defender? Is he a good playmaker? Does he bring any gravity? Because a lot of I said we talk about the roster and all that, but I feel like a lot of people don't discuss that I don't know, the stat line of which there is no stat line, but the gravity aspect of players. Deuce doesn't provide any gravity.
No, but he stretches the floor. And he started those 2 games in the playoffs, and he had 25 in the closeout game. So, as a starter, when you need him.
As a starter, yeah.
You feel me? So, I think, like, if I can get Deuce for $6 million, I think I'm going to sign Deuce. I'm sorry. I think that because, like,
over Kolick.
Clarkson's just going to sit.
You said Clarkson's going to sit?
Hell yeah. Hell, if Deuce is on the team entering the season, you think Deuce is going to sit?
No, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
You know, 100%. Mm-hmm. So you could use that to shop him or, you know, try to work out a deal. But if I'm Leon, I'm getting the deal done now. Yo, Deuce, you want to stay $6 million a year. Hopefully Towns give me some bread back and Hart give me some bread back.
Well, how do you feel about last season? Because last season I felt like we were really shopping Deuce hard. He was getting, you know, TV moments, interviews, and whatnot, and we were, you know, starting him some games, getting him a lot of playing time, and then he got hurt, and it ruined his whole run.
Yeah.
So I felt like we really tried to stop him off last year.
Could I debunk the whole injury-prone narrative? Because, like,
what you got?
Once. Yeah, you get hurt once and now you injury prone. It don't work like that, though. Like, we gotta stop. Like, yo, you know, like Giannis has 1 year he plays other. Oh, he's injury prone. Like, wait.
No. But he does get hurt before playoffs every year. And like Johnny just called, who was a fire call, by the way. Like Johnny said, it takes that man a minute to warm up. It takes him a minute to get back in mode. That's the only problem is he gets hurt before playoffs, and now we got to watch him, you know, try to get back in that mode in the middle of playoffs.
So Deuce is 5 years in the league. Deuce is 5 years in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played 64 games. Before the 41 last year, he played 64 games, 68 games, 64 games.
Yeah.
Right? His first year, he played 40. I don't think that was injury. I think that was Tibbs. But nonetheless, the point that I'm trying to say is that the brother is durable. And then let's go to the playoffs series. So he played every playoff game this year. He played every playoff game last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He played every playoff game the year before that. He played every playoff game the year before that. But once again, Coach Tibbs, he wasn't getting much time. So
that's on Tibbs.
So how is he injury prone and he's not available? Can you explain that to me? You gotta stop, dog.
Because he gets hurt before. It's the timing, man. He's not injury prone.
He played every game.
He has bad. No, he plays in the game. But in those games, we're watching this man warm up. We're watching this man warm up. And then he has that good, you know, that good Philly game. We go crazy for him. He's back. And then out of nowhere, we're watching him warm up again. He's too sporadic in the playoffs.
Just saying.
Regular season, he's fire. He's the reason why we get our seeding in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to trash Deuce, but at the same time, just when we need him in the playoffs, he's playing in the game. Yes, he has minutes played, but his role ain't the same. His body's not the same. His shot's not the same. And I mean, what else do we want from him? What else do we want from Deuce except for a Deuce champ?
Yeah, but if I could get him for the low, I think I'm keeping it. If they all giving me discounts, I might keep it.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, that's a fact, though. No, I'm with you on that. If everybody got a coupon on them, then yeah, let's do it. I'm with you on that.
Because do you trust Tyler Kolek in the playoff? Like in the finals, you gonna put Kolek
I really do. Yep, after the cup game, I really do, man. I really do. Because that cup game, everybody keeps downplaying that cup, but that is when your players are playing their hardest offense. They're playing their best offense because there's a point differential that matters in the seeding of the cup. So they're all trying to get as many buckets as possible. And for Kolek to shine in that moment shows that he's ready for that stage. It's just his defense is trash. He's a cone. We don't need that. So if he can step that up, or we can figure out a system to make it work with him on the floor defensively, then Kolek would be a huge asset in the playoffs. He proved it already.
I do agree that one of them I think should go, because I think you should just get taller. But
but that's your thing, though. You keep going with that height. We don't need height, man.
Need height, man.
We don't need height,
me, man.
Well, how about this? We overcompensate with height with our chemistry. Our chemistry overcompensates for our height. So what we lack in height, we make up extremely in chemistry. And that's what a lot of teams, they don't have what we have. Like you said, we have one of the best locker rooms in the NBA right now. And that's the reason why we have this cup. So, yeah, while height is important, I do believe chemistry is just as important, and we overcompensate on that end.
So Tyler Kolek sitting on the bench behind Deuce and Jose, not getting no daylight. Instead, we could trade him and get somebody 6'9", and maybe they might get daylight. They probably won't get no daylight either, but at least they 6'9".
Yeah, but what's the point?
No,
like Andy said, what's the point?
But I got a Tyler Kolek replacement. His name is Sean Padula.
Okay.
Plays just like Kolek.
I remember you said that too. I got to look him up.
Kolek get buckets too. I'm not going front on Kolek. He gets buckets.
Bro, did you forget that game he played back-to-back from the G League and then came in?
I'm not forgetting nothing. That's 40
fire.
Something.
Yeah, that's fire. And then came in the game.
This kid Sean could get buckets too, and you could put him on a two-way. So there you go. You got your Tyler Kolek as an emergency. Break the glass, put him out there.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need to break the glass for Kolek no more, man. He's in the league now. He's seasoned now.
So then Deuce has to go. Somebody got to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's like a
that's
movie.
what I'm saying. Deuce can go.
One of the good guys got to die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Deuce has to be the sacrificial lamb in this sense, because we've done it with Deuce in the playoffs. We've seen what he does in the playoffs. The playoffs is what really matters.
When you said you picked Deuce, you mean you picking? No, you said so. You picking Deuce to trade over Kolek, right?
Yeah. Trade Deuce, keep Kolek.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
That's understandable, but that's because of that $6 million price, right? That's because of the coupon.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. If we can get him for a coupon, then by any means, yeah, we can keep him.
Then I get a Sean Padula as a two-way.
Yeah, that's another coupon. I'm cool. Like I said, I'm cool with the bargain shopping.
Coupons.
That's what Leon does.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, we can get a sweepstakes going.
All right, Sean, go out there, do what you got to do. Give me some assists.
But you know, Tyler gonna give you way more assists than Sean, though. You know that. If we talking assists,
you got. Did you watch? Go watch Sean highlights.
I'm gonna watch Sean, but I've been watching Kolek since he got here, and that's an assist machine, man. And he not only does he pass the ball well, but he knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to pass, like Jason Williams talked about, passing the ball how the players enjoy receiving it. Pause. But that's what he does. Right. He can get you the ball the way you want it, and put you in positions the way you want it. When he's out there playing those garbage minutes, he's putting all the players in great positions. And when they don't want to do it, he's like, all right, well, shoot, I'll shoot it then. And he's hitting it.
But what if you need Deuce's defense?
Then we play Deuce. If we need his defense, then we play Deuce.
Because we got Towns to be the hub, man. We got Towns. He going to be out there like Meadowlark Lemon with the ball above his head.
But we have defense. We got Wingstop. We got Josh Hart. We got Towns as long as he doesn't foul. We got Andre Drummond.
No, I'm saying we got passing too, though, is what I'm trying to say.
We got passing too. Yeah, we got passing too. We got everything we need. That's what I'm saying. If I had to choose, it'd be Kolek. Whatever Leon wants to do, I support it 100%. But if I had to choose, I'm picking Kolek over Deuce at this point in their careers.
All right, Tugboat, man. I hear you, man. Thank you for the call, my brother.
All right, brother, man. Appreciate you picking up. Great show.
No doubt. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we having a good conversation, man. We gotta, continue smashing those like buttons. But yeah, we talking about Tyler Kolek or Deuce. I think one of them needs to go. Not because I don't like them and they're not good guys. It's just I need to get taller, y'all. I think that it doesn't make sense to go in with a whole bunch of little guys just on the bench, just sitting there waiting to get an opportunity. So whether it's Deuce or Kolek, I think you should get taller. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me, Yeah, and I do like height, but we need height. We definitely need height. So, hey, what's good, Sean?
Yo, salute, Karan. Salute to the chat.
We in the building, man. Curious to see where you want to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna go back off of what Tugboat was saying. To be honest, I think we need to keep Deuce. Yes, I've been advocating that Deuce need to be traded because he haven't got that extension yet. But if we being honest with ourselves, are we sitting here saying keep Kolek because he know how to pass the ball? I know how to pass the ball.
Tugboat is saying that. You know that, right? Tugboat is saying to keep Kolek, just for the record.
No, Tugboat. You telling me keep Kolek just because he can pass for an assist? I heard y'all say Sean. I ain't know if y'all was talking. Y'all was talking about the basketball player, but I could give it assist.
Sean Padula.
Yeah, I could give it assist. You know what I mean? So we're not just looking for a player that could just assist the ball. We need a player that actually can play defense, shoot the three, and be more valuable to the team in different aspects. Now, don't get me wrong. If we really being honest, Deuce have the more trade value than out of everybody that we are naming here.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
So if we really being honest, Deuce is going to get traded if we're looking for a pivotal piece. That's how I'm looking at it, and that's why I kept saying, since he haven't got that extension yet, I believe Deuce is on the trading block. I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it.
But he got time because you got to wait for Towns. Got time. Towns got to sign first.
Well, yeah, you're right. But see, then that's where money come into play at. Deuce is going to have to take something less than what he's looking for. Am I correct?
Well, we don't know what he's looking for. See, that's the mystery.
Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, so let's just play the hypothetical question. What would you offer Deuce, or what you think his market is?
I'm giving him $6 million. That's just me. I'm like, hey, yo, Deuce, this is a career high salary. You never made that. Here's
right.
6.
See, I was saying 6 through 8. I was saying 6 through 8 also in my mind. So I kind of agree with you with the 6 part. But what if Deuce is saying, well, I think I could provide more and could possibly be a 6th man? I'm looking for 8 to 10.
Then you would have to trade. You could also be like, yo, man, all right, boy, we're going to hit the market. Let's see what the market got to say. Let's hit the market. Let's see what the market got. Because a lot of players have been humbled in that market.
Yeah. I mean, prime example, look at Dennis Schroeder. He's still looking for that bag after he turned it down.
Exactly. And he was traded today to the Hornets.
Exactly. So sometimes, like you said, that market humble you. You need to either take what's on the table now. Yeah, you're right. You need to either take what you got right now, or you could get humble later on. But I don't know, man. I just feel like Leon Rose is making a big trade, and I believe Deuce is in the center of it because, like I said, and I'm gonna keep repeating myself, if he don't get that contract extension before the season start,
it's over.
It's over. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Salute to everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, the Giants going to make it the playoffs this year.
Man, listen, I have no expectations for New York football teams, but I am rooting
I know.
for them. Let's see what
Hey, look,
happens.
you shouldn't have no expectations for the Jets. They let you down constantly, so I'm glad
Not
you
even
don't
the
have.
Giants. Not even the
No,
Giants. How many years I was told the Giants
Don't
gonna do
disrespect the
this.
Giants. Don't disrespect the Giants like that. We got expectation in the same sentence. You can't put the Jets and expectation in the same sentence. All right? I'm sorry, Karan.
It's been many years I was told the Giants is gonna do this. The Giants gonna do that.
No, those are
Y'all didn't
delusional
make the
fans.
playoffs.
Those are delusional fans. I'm talking about real fans know the Giants won't gonna make the playoffs the last couple of years if we really being honest with ourselves. Okay? I'm talking about this year. With everything that we done, I do believe the Giants make the playoffs this year.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are we to a Jets-Giants Super Bowl?
0.0.
Thank you, Sean. Big time
Hey,
salute.
man. South Jamaica Queen signing out. You heard?
No doubt. Yeah, man. Salute to the Giants. I don't have no animosity. I root for the Giants too. I'm not a Giants fan, but I root for the Giants. You feel me? So I got no animosity. The Giants is my dad's team. It's just that, like, so I didn't really start watching football for my dad, like I did basketball. So that's why his team is not like, I started watching baseball because of my dad. That's why I'm a Yankees fan. I started watching hoops, of course, from the womb coming out. Knicks fan, you feel me? But football, I wasn't really into football like that. And how I got into football was through Madden. So when I was playing Madden for the first time ever, I think this might have been like Madden 97 or 96 or whatever, something like it was an old ass Madden, right, from back in the day. So I put the game on and I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna pick whatever New York team, and it just so happened to be the Jets. If I would have landed on the Giants, I would be a Giants fan to this day. So that's the way I became a Jets fan. You feel me? But like I said, I don't even think about the Jets like that. Like I said, I'm gonna watch tonight for the one possession to see what quarterback we got with Geno. I'm gonna see what Geno do, and I'm not watching the bench play. I'm not watching the whole game. I'm sorry, can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not watching it. Listen, the Jets gotta earn my fandom. They gotta earn my. Oh man, this is why you should watch them. But look, y'all, I do appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see about coming back tonight. If we get some news, you know what I mean? People get signed or something, I'm definitely back for sure. But hold on. Let me get my man Walls P up in there. I ain't speak to him in a minute. What's good, Walls P?
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. I ain't talked to you for a minute, man. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, the schedule been busy since it's summertime at work and everything. So,
I know.
Yeah, man. But I'll be trying to tap in when I can. You feel me? I'll be definitely trying.
That's all we could do. That's all
Yes,
we could
sir.
do, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let me get my man Walls P up in here. So where you
Yeah,
want to go?
man.
Which question, which topic you caught your eye, your ear? Is it the Tyler Kolick? Where you want to go?
To be honest, I tapped that when I forgot what that brother's name was called, and I was off and on when he was talking about how Mitchell Robinson, we're not gonna miss Mitchell Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Because of Drummond, we need to put Kolick in the game. And then I started catching a little bit of Tugboat's call, and then I caught the tail end of Sean's call. So yeah,
I think that
so
was
that's
Johnny.
where yeah. So like, what's the topics for the day?
Well, the main topic is Jordan Brink, our video guy. He left. He's with the Chicago Bulls. He's out of here.
Okay. All right.
So we lose another one.
You think, or
say that again because you broke up. What did you say?
I said, you think that hurt us or nah?
The man made a pivotal call in game 2, man. The challenge, without that challenge, we might lose that game.
Yeah.
I know we got the AI refs coming, so
that could make a difference. That could make a difference. Yeah.
That's gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah.
I remember one time, we call it stepped out of bounds. It was somebody guarding OG. He stepped out of bounds, and they called OG out of bounds. And I'm like, can't you see that was the other guy's foot?
Yeah.
So,
all right, not too detrimental. I mean, he was pivotal, but it's not a detrimental piece where it's gonna hurt our repeat chances in a nutshell.
No. It shouldn't hurt the repeat.
Right.
I mean, you might lose a call in the game, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. It depends on who the guy replaces him. Right? That's what we got to see.
Man, if we do what we're supposed to do, man, it ain't gonna be close games. You feel?
How do you feel about the East though? Because I'm looking at the schedule, and bro, there's not a lot of like. Could you tell me the trash teams in the Eastern Conference? I would like to know that. Just tell me the teams who you think are trash.
If I had to pick one trash team off the top of my head, maybe the Bulls.
Dude, we just went through their roster, though. Do you know who they got? Now, once again, they might be trash. There's no way to know. We got to wait for it. But they got Josh Giddey, Nick Claxton from the Nets, Norm Powell. They still got Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro, the defensive man, Caleb Wilson, the 4th pick in the draft, Jalen Smith, who we all wish we could have on our team, Zach Collins is all right, Trey Jones is all right. They got Rob Dillingham, who was with the Timberwolves, right? Buzelis, who was their top rookie player, right? Noah Essengy, or I can't remember how to say his name. All right, bench player. But Dylan Swan, the rookie, Leonard Miller, another, I like, bro, Leonard Miller is nice. You talk about nice.
Okay.
Bro, so when you look at their roster, I'm not saying they're going to the finals. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying none of that.
But they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, that's a game, dog.
Yeah.
Unless like their coach is just like, don't know what the hell he doing and he got them doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Based on the talent, it should be a game.
Okay. Yeah, off the rip, I can't really think of a team that like is terrible.
Trash.
You feel me? Like,
you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like trash.
I can't. Even the Nets got better, man. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We went through the Bucks roster. The Bucks got some. Yo, the Bucks 1-2 punch at the 1 and 2 guard spot. They got choices to make. They're gonna have position battles, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
See, that's why, like, this conversation of saying, like, yo, Philly is going to be, the team to beat. It's like, bro, you got a lot of tough competition for y'all to gel, get that chemistry or whatever.
That's a fact. Like, what if this is like a year where, like no team in the East has less than 30 wins? Like, this could be one of them years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we not even factor in who will be the surprise team.
Hey, hello.
You feel me? So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like, it's kind of weird when you're looking at the schedule. I'm like, is this going to be an easy game or
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
And here's my thing too. Like with us, I look at it as, all right, regular season, we may not get the first seed, but I'm not worried about the regular season because we pace ourselves in the regular season. It's in the playoffs that everybody step up. So when the playoffs start, I'm not worried about that. I'm like, I bet it's game time. But this is the most giddy I've been waiting for the NBA season to start, yo.
Oh man.
Right? Because normally I would be a football guy, like, all right, I'm ready for football to pop off. But nah, man, I'm waiting for the NBA to pop off. Like, yes, I'm a Giants fan and everything like that. And even though they've been terrible the last couple of years, I still like watching football. You feel me? So my team don't got to be playing, and I got to watch. I'm a fan. But nah, man, like the last, I say 3 to 4 years, I've been on basketball. But this year, I'm like, yo, I'm ready for October 20th. Can't get here any faster, brother.
Are you going to get League Pass?
That's a whole nother story right there with League Pass or whatever. Because you ever heard of IPTV?
Oh, well, see, I can't even remember. Like for me, I'm doing a lot of. I don't really watch the games in real time. I watch more replays than I watch games in real time. Because look,
Okay, see,
after the Knick game, I got the Smoke Fire show. So then, so
yeah, that's
after the
true.
Smoke
That's
Fire
true.
show, I got to go. Then I go back and I watch the condensed games. I'm a
That's
condensed
true.
game master, dog.
Got you. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I do the I got the IPTV, so I get every game
Oh, okay.
with the replay and everything. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably don't know what it is. We could get into that in a later discussion, whatever. Like on Discord. I could
Yeah. Hit
tap
me
you
up.
in or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I
save that
could
for the
tap you in.
Discord.
Yeah, for real, for real.
I got
But
you. But either way,
yeah, and
you got the ability to watch the games. That's all I'm saying.
exactly. And we're talking games, pay-per-view, boxing, the whole kit caboodle. So yeah,
Got you.
all that. Now I heard the discussion about Deuce and his contract.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think I don't think they view Deuce as valuable like that. I don't think he's getting a contract extension.
Ooh. So he out of
I
here
thi-
then.
Yeah, I think they're gonna see if they could get something by the trade. Like if he ain't traded by the time the season start, I think they're gonna look to try and move him during the before the trade deadline, yo.
Wow.
Because what that other caller said makes sense, yo. Like, yes, Deuce could shoot. Don't get me wrong. This guy could shoot. He's a great catching shooter. But he can't really create on the offense. He can't set up other players. He used to be our best point of attack defender. But I don't know if it was because of that surgery he had, whatever. Like, did he lose a step? I'm probably chucking it up to that. But if he's a catch and shoot guy, man, yo, what like, is it what's that rookie we got? Tyler
Nickel.
Yo, isn't he like a taller, way better version of Deuce as far as catch and shoot? Like,
Yeah. Probably don't got the defense, but yeah, with the shooting, he
yeah,
can shoot. And he's tall.
not the defense, but don't get me wrong, he ain't a slouch on the defense, but he's nowhere compared to Deuce. But if
But
you're
hold
looking
on.
for
You know what
offense,
else too? He's big too, so he could guard bigger players than Deuce.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a bigger version of Deuce. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
bigger
it's
version.
like, and looking at that dude in the preseason, man, and even his college career, this dude is nasty with the catch and shoot, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
One
so
of the best
that's
in
why-
college.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, yo, man, the front office might be looking at Deuce as like, yo, you're expendable, especially since they got Shamet long term.
Exactly. It don't make no
I
sense.
don't know, man. Yeah. I don't
Shaman
know.
and Jose, they do everything
Yes.
you want Deuce to do.
Exactly, man. And don't get it twisted. Like Jose, he could get you buckets now. He can get you buckets.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly. So I don't know, man. But if we gonna trade Deuce, man, we better get something like we better get something worth it. We gotta get
That's what
something
I'm
worth it,
concerned
man.
about. Are we trading Deuce for somebody else who's 6'3"? Or
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
trading? You feel me? Or- Come
We
on.
need like somebody like 6'9", 6'8", 6'9".
Man, go
Because-
get me a Kyle Flipkowski or
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
a GG Jackson. Give me somebody tall.
Yeah. Because
That's
as much as I know, they like we do got what's his name, 6'9", dang, what's his-
Diawara
why
and
is it- yeah,
Dottie.
Diawara and Dottie. I don't want to put my eggs in one basket with them. You feel me?
right.
All right,
Hell no.
I understand. It's like, yo, let them get the experience and everything, but I don't want to put my eggs in one basket with them. I want to have somebody else there. So if it ain't working, it's like, all right, this plan didn't work, so let's go with plan B.
I got a question for you. And I talked about it last night, and then we could wrap. Would you trade Pacone Dottie for Jericho Sims?
I would get Sims back. Sims didn't look bad with the Bucks, yo.
He had a triple-double.
Exactly. Sims didn't look bad at all. And so this is the question I have. Was Jericho Sims a product of Tibbs? That's why he didn't excel. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, because Yo, like, dude can play. Dude can play.
He can play.
Yeah, so look at
Third string.
look at Precious Achua. Look at what he's doing with the Kings.
I wish we could have got him back. Oh man.
What?
He would be the perfect player, bro.
Yo, when we had him, I was a fan of Precious. I was a fan of him. I'm like, yo, Tibbs, let the dude play, yo. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Jericho Sims at all. But I don't think the Bucks is giving him up though.
Might have to throw a second round at them.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. If you do a second round pick,
hey, hold that.
Because my thing is when you gave up the draft picks, I'm not the people we drafted and got these second round picks, put them to use. I'll throw two of them in there or something. Throw two of them in there or something.
You might as well.
Yeah.
We're not drafting nobody. We're not even signing them. Jack Cahill, we sent them to go 5 years he got to go on a retreat in Europe for 5 years.
Yeah. Jack Cahill, he did.
Bro.
You know that meme of that dude that throw the peace sign and disappear? That was Jack Cahill.
Come on, bro. We could have got somebody else from the country that could hoop.
Yeah.
Come on,
exactly. So, but yeah, I like that. I like that idea of Jericho Sims. That's not a bad idea, yo. That's not a bad idea.
Trade Deuce, trade Pacome. Now you got size now.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. So, look, Leon Rose, he earned us being patient and see what he cooks. So, let's see what he does, man, and kind of go from there, brother.
Great call, Walls P. I appreciate you and your insight.
No doubt, man.
And you got to hit me up on the Discord so we can have a talk about dogs and cats and pets.
Got you. I got you.
Salute, man.
Yep. Salute to the OKF Nation. Salute to you. Salute to Matt.
Thank you,
Maxine, and yeah, man. I'll holler.
All right, man.
All
Big
right,
time
later.
salute. Hey, I gotta take care of my OKF Nation Plus people, man. Salute the Walls P. We'll see what happens about tonight. I gotta watch the Jets game. I'm not excited about this Jets game. I'm really not. As a fan, you should be hyped. I just feel like it might be just a waste of time. But look, man, I'll be back tomorrow, NBA Saturdays. Until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.